So it's crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my friend, she has like reptile. She has like a giant silverfish named Otto. This is in Finland. She's got a gecko. She's got a turtle. She's got all these things. So she buys this terrarium from some guy in Finland. She like orders it, and he ships it to her because she wants to grow mealworms to feed her gecko.
Okay.
In this terrarium, right? The terrarium ends up being like really, really big. But he's like, oh, I got some lights. I'll give you some worms to start with, the whole deal, and whatever. He sends it in one box with the stand, the lights, dirt, moss,
like pre-set up.
No. He just threw it all in this terrarium, right? So she's like, she opens it up. It's like, oh, it's like obviously Stankonia, right? It just stinks because it's like so musky. So she's going to clean it out. And all of a sudden, she freaks the hell out because a baby tarantula flies out of this thing. Not even expecting it. He's not supposed to send her a tarantula. He's just supposed to send her a terrarium. So the Davis fasciatus, I believe, is what it's called. It's the Costa Rican tiger rump tarantula. That's what it's going to turn into.
Did she catch it? Did the thing get loose?
Oh yeah. Oh no, she caught it. She caught it, and it's only this big right now. But man, she had a complete dude, it was crazy.
Yeah,
she had a complete because and she loves spiders. She loves bugs. But you're not expecting a freaking tarantula to shoot out of this thing at you. She freaked out, and she gave it the cutest name. She calls him Boo because it scared her.
That's cute. At least it came full circle. That's terrifying.
Is it? Can you imagine? Like you're like already you're like sitting, you're like digging through like all this like moss and like the
you got to get your hands in there.
Oh, get it! And all of a sudden, just the thing was probably like, "Leave me alone! I'm sleeping." It's probably like totally passed out, and like she disturbed it, and it was just like, bah! She's like, when she told me the story, it was a mixture of laughter and like I feel bad because she like really freaked her out. But I'm like, for me, I'm like, I'm across the ocean, so I'm just laughing. But yeah. A tarantula, a tiger rump, and I was like, oh, that sounds like a new nickname. I was like,
Tiger Rump.
Start calling you Tiger Rump. She's like, do not call me Tiger Rump. I was like, all right. I guess we're not that close. I don't know. Can I call you Tiger Rump?
It's a name I'd wear with honor.
Okay, thank you, Daniel Tiger Rump. I like it. But anyway, oh wait, so who's here? Who we got here so far? Steve.
House. Steve.
We got some people in here. We got Steve. We got Mr. Kennedy. We got some disgusting.
Who's that? We
got a real Galgano.
Galgano's with us.
We got Laura Keeles.
Hello,
we got
Laura.
Dwayne. Steve Stankonia was the name of a. Sorry, Miss Jackson. What's the name of that band?
Outcast.
It's an Outcast album. Stankonia. Yes, Laura, I don't approve of flying tarantulas. Daniel the Tiger.
I dig it.
Granite Grizz is in the house. And John Galgano said it's going to grow up to be Shelob. Yes, I agree. So I'm going to have to send her a miniature sting. Actually, a full-size sting, probably.
How fast do tarantulas grow? I know they molt, but God, how much time does she have before this thing can break loose?
Oh, I don't know. Are we looking up spider things? Let's see. As pets, they require 10 to 15 gallon enclosures 10 to 15 gallon enclosures, 4 to 6 inches of. That's pretty big. They and that's the thing. Oh my God. The female produces an egg sac, which contains 200 to 800 eggs about a month after mating. She better keep that thing single. But I don't have a growth rate. That thing.
I gotta wonder, did this guy know this thing? Does he know this thing got away? Is he missing a tarantula somewhere? Or
I bet he's gonna find out. He's gonna find out real soon.
Ooh.
When his other tiger rumps are like lonely and like looking for love in all the wrong places. 200 to 800. Nasty creatures, but beautiful. Like, hey, that thing's. I'm gonna bring a picture up again. Hey, Laura, this is for you. You ready? Look at that rump. Shake your rump. All I want to do is zoom. Oh man, that's very pretty. Anyways, hi
hello,
everybody.
Welcome.
We're here. We're Fandom Social. I'm Alex with the I feel like I'm too formal with my last name. I'm Alex Arano, so I'm just changing it to just Alex. Hold on. Alex.
Watch him change it to just Alex.
Just Alex.
Daniel, the Tiger.
Daniel, is that your name? I never knew that. Just finding out.
Sure is.
Yeah. Why is it me that's blurry or is it you that blurry? What's happening here? Up your internets.
I know. You know what? It's something in my neighborhood. It's also 107 out here, so I don't know if that affects internet speed. Yeah, it's hot. I don't know.
So many degrees.
Some kind of universal higher power is frowning upon us right now with a magnifying glass. You know?
Yeah. That's okay.
Yeah, it's crazy out here.
I thought it was bad over here, but it's humid over there. At least over here, at least you have like a dry heat. They always say that's better, right? Dry heat. No.
Yeah, they say the dry heat's better. It's not. Humid.
I've been taking walks at 5 o'clock in the morning, and it has been so humid that like I feel like disgusting. I'm not going to show a picture of it, but my T-shirt that I wore like a light blue T-shirt. It was dark blue when I got home. It was disgusting. I was soaking wet with it. So, but yeah. So what are we? We're Fandom Social, which I think like we like to cover like things that are socially fandom or fandomly social. We got some news today. Today's a news show. It's just me and Daniel. So we're gonna totally like. I'm not gonna be angry at all because like I don't have Paul annoying me. I don't have Autumn annoying me. It's just me and Daniel. We're just gonna be super chill. Daniel's gonna take on the angry ranter today.
I am. I've been working on it. As we all remember, my vocal, what was it? The voice artist. We all try to do an evil laugh. Couldn't get it out. Yeah. I've been working on it.
Can you do an evil laugh? Can you do it? Let's hear it.
We'll save it for the end of the show. All
right. We'll save it. We'll put it in the back pocket. So we got some news. We got some dark news. We got some light news. We've got some like put your fist in the air news. We got a bunch of different things going on. So let's you cannot have light, without the darkness, right? They define each other. Let's start us out in the dark here. Let's get a little creepy.
We'll start at the dark. If you start at the bottom, the only place to go is up. Right. So unfortunately, we have some more news coming out of Comic-Con, and it's not great news. There was a sex trafficking ring that was set up, and unfortunately, they caught 14 people. So 14 were arrested in this sex trafficking sting operation. And it's unfortunate, but like big events like this bring a ton of people into the city. So these opportunities rise.
Yeah. And it's a seatown, and it's a seaport, you know what I mean, right over there in San Diego. So who knows what's going on? And you got hundreds of thousands of people descending upon the city. There's too many people to keep track of. There's too many, the cops are in 10 different, places, like 10,000 different places, trying to keep people from getting hit by cars as they're running across the street to go to a good place installation so they could see, some actor walk by for 5 seconds. Right. People just getting into fights over chairs in seating halls. Getting into fist fights over spoilers. You spoiled this for me, puncher. So they got the cops working overtime, but they had a whole sting operation there.
You should have seen the list. I unfortunately I didn't save it into the document. It was like DOJ, FBI, San Diego Police, Naval Police. Because San Diego is, like you said, a port city. There's a military base nearby. Yeah. Tons of people involved in this, so it was a huge operation. Yeah,
and then listen, they caught a lot. They caught a lot of people. They're doing that good work because it's terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know. You see those people dressed like Captain America. You want them to do the justice. I would have loved if they got a bunch of people dressed up like Captain America to come like really like shield.
Yes, Captain America, Batman. You got the people dressed up.
Yeah, use them. Utilize it. These people are aching to bring justice upon people. You're already arresting the people. Just like turn the head around for a second. I got my Captain America shield right back there. My Lucas Lee graffiti one. I would have totally done it. I would be like, yo, what's that? Poof. Get out of here, trafficker.
That's gonna be the new event set up in Hall H, where we bring street justice to those who deserve it.
Those who deserve it. That's it. So let's get out of this really dark news and just go into some regular. Let's go into some regular depressing.
Some regular dark news.
Yeah.
So if you've ever been a GameStop customer, more than often than not, you've been offered a subscription to Game Informer, right? Beloved video game magazine. It's been running for years and years. They've been shut down after 33 years in publication.
33.
That's
And they put up a letter right today. Hold on, let me bring up this letter they put up. So they put this. This was on their website. If you go to GameInformer.com, this is what's up at their website. It says, after 33 thrilling years of bringing you the latest news, reviews, and insights from the ever-evolving world of gaming, it is with heavy heart that we announce the closure of Game Informer. From the early days of pixelated adventures, I remember. But I mean, Daniel, you are not even 33. So I don't even know if you're younger than 33. You got to be. So I feel like you don't know any of this. You're 30, right? I knew it. So I knew you were under there somewhere. So I remember this because I'm 45. I've been going and collecting these magazines forever. And they're saying from the early days of pixelated adventures to today's immersive virtual realms, we've been honored to share this incredible journey with you, our loyal readers. While our presses may stop, the passion for gaming that we've cultivated together will continue to live on. Thank you for being a part of our epic quest, and may your own gaming adventures never end. That was upsetting because, and who here was a Game Informer person? Who was a Game Informer? You know, Dwayne said used to love video game magazines. I love them. Just the smell
so good
of the fresh printed magazine was like a thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I think Game Informer had like exclusive art. You know, they always had like good interviews.
Yeah.
See? Yeah, it really like this one hit home because I mean I was subscribed to Game Informer for a long time. It must have been like 04 to like 09, something like that. I was still in like middle school. Yeah. And every month it came out, I was so excited to just go through it. And it was like my, I don't know, man, GQ or something. Like I went page by page and soaked it in. It meant a lot.
And they used to do the April Fool's thing. They used to like piss people off. I used to remember like get mad. And like in April you get the April Fool's issue, and then like in May, like you'd see like the letter section for people who were mad about things that were in the April Fool's issue. I used to love that. And
man, they knew how to get under people's skin.
I used to hold on to a lot of them for like key, like things that were like key to me, like Mass Effect and Dragon Age. I lost a lot of stuff in Superstorm Sandy. If I ever meet people named Sandy, I'm always like traumatized and triggered. I was like, I don't want to be your friend. Anyone named Sandy, because of that hurricane. But like, yeah, I lost so much stuff. And I remember like my Dragon Age issue, my Mass Effect, all that is gone. Oh yeah. Paul saying that they used to put cheat codes in the back, and sometimes they had a demo disc. That was like,
wow,
it was very rare.
Demo disc.
Demo disc was rare because then I know official Xbox game also gave out a demo disc. So like a demo disc in the Game Informer was rare, but they did have a lot of sometimes cheat codes and stuff like that. Dwayne said he used to have, he had to have every issue of PlayStation for the demo disc. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Because now getting a demo for a game is like I'm a PlayStation Plus premium. I'm at the maximum PlayStation level you could be. It's like $1,000 a month I have to pay just to be able to have the opportunity to get demos. It's insane.
But that comes with all like those classic games and like the retro stuff. Feels like a
and it's like now it's literally the end of this like era, and I know it's like print, you know, it's like, you know, even though Paul hates Ghostbusters, Egon Spengler in 1984 was saying print is dead, but you know it's a shame to let go of print, you know.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
I feel like they're also letting go of the digital version, right? They're not producing even the digital.
They're not producing the digital either. In fact, the entire Game Informer staff was laid off. Yeah.
Which is brutal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, and, you know, the GameStop CEO, I mean, they've been talking about it for a long time where, you know, times are tough. Things aren't selling. If you've been to a GameStop lately, it's a lot of like Funko. It's a lot of little it's a toy store, you know, like they really have like changed. And I think that's probably what they probably decided that Game Informer was the first to go.
And it stinks because like I would have hoped that they could have merged them with someone with like maybe another big publication could have merged with them, take some of those writing staff, because these are experienced writers and editors and people who are like very into games. Because there are like, yes, there are a lot of video game websites and there's so much competition, but I feel like they could have been folded over, and hopefully the people who left, you know, won't have such a hard time finding a thing. Now I gotta see though if my GameStop stock shot up after that announcement. I don't know. Let's see.
Oh, the way the numbers have been going today.
It's been $1.25. Now it's $1.30.
You gotta buy the dip.
I don't want to talk about my portfolio this week. That should have been our whole show. Like, oh boy, when I see like the minus $5,000 number on my thing, and I'm like, oh boy. hey, bro, because like I manage it for me and my two brothers. I'm like,
oh no,
hey guys, it's just me now. I'm cutting you guys out. It's
bad news. It's a phone call you don't want to have, you know.
Yeah. Listen, no offense, GameStop deserves all their bad luck due to their ridiculously shady trade-in deals and other business practices.
Dude, all businesses. That.
Yeah, you want to talk about that? First of all businesses have shady business practices because they're all businesses. That's how they make money, right? And I'm not saying it's good. I am with you. Like, I do not like it, but man, recently I wanted to after years, because remember the game was broken, Cyberpunk. Right, Cyberpunk was broken when we first got it. I couldn't play it on the PlayStation, so I was like, oh. Then I wanted to buy it again. I was like, oh, I'm gonna buy. It's been a while. I'm gonna buy it again. I'm not paying full price. I'm not, because you try to buy it digital. They're still trying to charge you $60-$70 for the game. I'm like, no, yes. I'm gonna walk over to GameStop and buy it for $13.99. Bam.
It's got a little piece of like strawberry jelly on it, but a little alcohol, you get it right out.
Yeah,
oh, man.
Oh, Liza. Oh, and I don't know what she means by looked Think Geek, but like killed, I think she means killed Think Geek. I know because I'm also a swipe typer.
Oh yeah,
and I never check. But they killed Think Geek. They bought Think Geek and then they killed it, which stinks because Think Geek was so much fun. But now they're kind of running a GameStop like a Think Geek, where it's just all stuff.
Yeah, I do remember that.
But again, Think Geek had so much actual fun stuff. Not just selling other people's nonsense. You know what I mean? Like they would make things. I remember I bought the 8-bit tie. I bought an 8-bit tie.
Yes.
I wore it to my little brother's wedding. Wow. But I bought that thing.
Freshest guy there, I'm sure.
It was a clip-on.
I think Paul and I both bought our sonic screwdrivers from Think Geek.
Is it the one that had an actual screwdriver built in? Like the actual one?
No, but it was the one that, like, depending on which doctor you got, it like did the thing. Like there was a button and it sprung up.
Oh my god!
Still pretty cool,
I
but
think
not as useful as an actual screwdriver.
Think Geek also did, I believe, they're the first ones to release the motion, like the actual Doctor Who sonic screwdriver that you could use as a universal remote.
Oh,
all the bad stuff that you've done, GameStop, you're hurting us. Now you got rid of Game Informer. You could have spun it off.
And they're essentially Funko stores now. Which no offense to Funko collectors, every collection is valid, but I hate seeing that little white box.
Full offense to Funko collectors. As a former Funko collector myself, and making some of my best friends that I have in my life from Funko sculptors, whatever. Yeah, I am judging the rest of you who's still
judge away. I know people with
like
wall-to-wall coverage.
Like, yeah, and don't be a jerk about it. I'm the jerk about it. They needed one, so it's me.
On camera, off camera.
Okay. All right. So what else we got? Now that we've depressed ourselves, let's get angry. Can we first we got real dark, then we just went into like a regular depression. Now let's just get wild.
So now we can channel it and make it useful, because the video game actors and their union are on strike because of a lack of AI protections. So this was kind of interesting because you remember the strikes from the year prior. A lot of it had to do with AI, and so there was agreements made, contracts were signed, And then now there's still not quite enough AI protections in there, to the point where somebody doing a stunt or creature performance, any kind of like motion, it's not copyrighted or it's not protected. You don't get any kind of like royalty to it. It's not like assigned to you. In fact, it's only when you can recognize what's being output that you get like a cut of it. So if like, they take kind of like, I forget the actor's name. The guy from Jedi Survivor, it's kind of like a copy paste of that actor. So he's getting money off that, right? That's something that would count towards it.
It's a likeness, right? Yeah,
it's a likeness, right? But if you played a tiger rump spider, then you get no cut of that.
Right. So, like, you think about Andy Serkis, right? Who made Gollum, who made the Planet of the Apes trilogy that was actually good before Disney bought Planet of the Apes and decided to do what they do, which is you're going to be doing this till you're 90, which is the best quote because it applies to everything and it's so true. But Andy Serkis made that the way it is. Like, he was Caesar. His voice, his face, his motion, everything. And now they're saying that, like, if you move like a monster, now I could take that movement you did and apply it to anything because you're not protected. And while I understand on the one hand from the business side, right, if I was like a big evil business mogul, I'm evil businessman, I'll be like, yeah, of course I'm going to pay you once and I'm going to use it forever and ever, amen. But like, as far as what's right and what's wrong, of course they're going to go on strike. These people are not protected. All the AI protections that SAG-AFTRA got, they didn't include them and their needs.
It's like almost a neat cutout for all like the video game actors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they just left them. They left them out of it because this was part of the SAG-AFTRA, right? That's what this is.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So so now they're on strike. Now like Jedi Survivor 3 through 5 are going to be delayed another year or two.
Oh, absolutely.
Did you play those games?
I did. I'm actually working on the second one now, the sequel. Beat the first one. But and you know what sucks? I had a PS4. I beat it on the PS4. And then I never upgraded to a PS5 when they announced it. It was like, oh, it's going to be a next gen exclusive. I couldn't make the jump. I was stuck.
Yeah. Now I jumped into Jedi Survivor late. I was one of the people who always, one of the group of people that called Jedi Falling Order just Jedi Falling because I was just constantly falling and dying. Yeah. And Jedi Survivor, I'm like Jedi barely surviving because I constantly fall off things all the time. This is why I couldn't be a Jedi in real life because I can't even do it in a video game. I would fall all the time.
Yeah, the video game makes being a Jedi seem so physically demanding. You're literally like doing parkour. You're a ninja, wall jumping, flipping. I couldn't without the Force. I couldn't.
Yeah, I can't do it with the Force. I'd be the worst Force wielder. I would be the worst. I'd be like
the laziest person, just like force everything.
No, I would like force I want this cup of water. I'd force it. It would go upside down and splash me in the face.
Yeah, those games were challenging, but they look great. They play great. I mean, it's probably the most satisfying like lightsaber combat I've ever tried. Well,
I love. You bring a stormtrooper, you stab him in the chest, and you throw his corpse away. It is so messed up and dark because hey, you know what? These stormtroopers, they're people. Yeah, maybe they're on the wrong side, but hey, listen, it's something happened. How do you know he doesn't have little stormtroopers at home? Oh, imagine a bunch of little kids that are stormtroopers.
No, don't do that to me.
Walking around in little stormtrooper diapers. Oh my God, that'd be so cute. But they're like, "Where's Daddy?" He's dead because some Jedi shoved a lightsaber through his chest. But yeah, not Dominic Monaghan. What's his name? His name's something Monaghan, isn't he? Or is
Cameron Monaghan.
Cameron Monaghan? I don't know. Seamus is in the show. I don't know. I can't remember his name. So Cameron Monaghan, yeah. So he gets to keep his rights. He gets to keep his money because he's this big time actor. He's part of the big SAG-AFTRA thing. I'm just, like the Jennifer Hales. Shout out to Jennifer Hale, Mass Effect, Commander Shepard, Fem Shep. Are they protected? And they need their protection. So let them strike. I don't care if video games take a little while longer to play. I have a backlog of games. There was a Steam sale. I have so many games I still need to play. Take your time.
At this point, there's no rush.
Yeah, please strike. What's your game backlog look like? Is it big?
It's pretty extensive. Anytime, because I'm on PlayStation now, so like anytime I get that notification saying like, "Here's your monthly PlayStation games," I go through it and I'll add to library, download, wait to get to. But I've got them waiting. Next on my list is Ghost of Tsushima. That one looks really good.
You've never played Ghost of Tsushima?
No, exactly. These Souls, like the slower combat, I'm not great at. So that's why Jedi Survivor's taking me a long time to get through. I'm not good at these games.
Put Jedi Survivor away. Guess what? He's swinging a lightsaber around. We already know how it's going to end.
Right.
It's fun. Put that away. Ghost of Tsushima is a masterpiece. And again, you're talking about mocap, action, a lot more realistic action. And there's some real named, you're going to recognizable actors in there who did mocap. It's a great game.
And that's what I was about to ask.
I want to know how, by the way, in the comments, please tell us how big your backlogs are of games, because Dwayne is saying hundreds.
Wow.
I have at least 100 games in my Steam backlog. That's not even my PlayStation.
That's a good point. Is that cross compatible? Can you hop from one to the other?
No. Oh. Although I will say this, I got stuck. I was playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla on my PC. The game broke during a mission. Someone died that wasn't supposed to die. It was an NPC that's not supposed to die. They just somehow died, and I couldn't continue the game. I got so mad. I'm not going to start from the game. And then it was free on PlayStation Plus. So I got on PlayStation Plus. I signed it with my Ubisoft account. It uploaded my progress, and I got to finish the game.
Oh, from where you left off, where you got stuck.
Yeah, where I left off. It refreshed the mission. I was like, awesome.
Nice. Crazy that it can just break like that. One little oopsie daisy and like you're stuck.
Oh, just totally stuck. All my game saves gone. Like I couldn't do anything about it. Someone I know deleted their entire game saves of Baldur's Gate and 3, except for 1, and they forgot that they wanted to go back and redo something. Sucks to be you.
Damn.
But that happens on a good game break. You lose everything. So
yeah, dude, that's got to be rough. I'm thankful I've never gone through that, unfortunately.
I love that. I have a Steam account. Of course, I have a backlog. I mean,
I hear these because I'm not a PC gamer. I'm a console gamer by happenstance. But I hear these Steam summer sales go crazy.
The Steam summer sale, there's memes about it that are just like, what's you call it? There was my favorite GIF of it is it's like Helm's Deep. It's Helm's Deep, and like your wallet is like one of like the people at Helm's Deep, and like all the orcs or all the discounts coming to take all your money. It's insane. It's insane. I should bring up my backlog. It is like the most insane thing ever.
Yeah, see if you can get like a total number on that. I want like
let's see. This is only saying 42. That's not right. 42 isn't correct. I have some filters on because I'm constantly
that's just the wish list.
Yeah, so I might have a 42 game wish list, but that's the same thing too. Like, make sure you're adding things to your wish list so you get alerted, because I got this game called A Way Out, and I'm going to tell everyone here to play A Way Out. It had, by the way, really good mocap, really good voice acting. It takes place in like the 60s or the 50s, and you're two people in prison, and the two of you are trying to break out of prison together. You're two prison breakers.
Ooh. Is that like a couch co-op?
You could do couch co-op. You can do online co-op, and it's like a split screen online co-op. So like one of us is watching for the guard while the other one's trying to unscrew the toilet from the wall. And I'm like, stop unscrewing the toilet. Stop unscrewing. The cops get...
Hey, stop that. Yeah. That's so cool. I'm going to have to try that. My partner and I, we just played this one called It Takes Two. And you play, it's like it's a great little couch co-op game full of like little fun puzzles, right? Enough to be like, oh, you just grab this and then meet me here, whatever it might be. And it's like you shrink down, or your characters are like small. So it's like you're plugging something in, or you're flipping a light switch. It's great. Definitely recommend that one.
Hey, listen, I'll add anything to my list to play, but that's more of a co-op. I'm not very good at co-op. I only play co-op stuff with my friend Monica now in Ireland. Oh, and Epic Games gives away free pre-C games every Thursday, and they're often AAA games. Well, I have the Epic
Wow.
Games launcher. I have an Epic Games, I have Origin, I have Steam, I have literally all these things because I'm constantly buying games, and they're constantly on sale.
I might have to make an account just to start getting these games purchased.
I just opened up Epic Games and I just closed it real quick, and already I got pop-ups. This is a Borderlands franchise sale. There's epic savings today. All day, dude. You have no idea. But back to mocapping and being on strike.
Oh yeah, the topic we were talking about.
Amazon Prime Gaming. So yeah, let's go on strike. We have the point is that we have enough games in our backlog that we don't need new games right now. Let these actors strike. Let them get the money that they deserve and the protections that they deserve from greedy people.
Protections for sure, especially with that like 3D scanner thing. Like most actors nowadays have to do it, or I think that they can do it, but they still get the rights to it. Like it's a likeness credit kind of thing. But they can use you in perpetuity, right? They need a little extra background or something. Just toss you in there.
Yeah, like that Netflix. What the heck is that show? Remember they had that on Black Mirror. They had that whole. What was the Black Mirror episode where it was like the show within a show. It was like a fake Netflix.
Oh,
and like they were using her likeness to make.
I can tell you,
do all this terrible stuff.
Yeah, it's insane, and it sucks. But these AAA video games, like they rely on like a lot of talent like that. And speaking of AAA games with talent, I think we can move on to our next story. All
right, let's hit it.
Paul's not here. We could have had like an official word from one of the company men. But the World of Warcraft's entire development team, so like everybody that works on World of Warcraft, top to bottom, they've now unionized. Look at that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
speaking of using AI in video games,
oof.
But yeah, the entire dev team, right? Is that that's what they said in the article?
Right, the entire dev team. So I guess normally in a video game unionization thing, kind of like this, sometimes it would just be like the QA team, or sometimes it would just be the sound team. A lot smaller. But this one was 500 employees unionizing, and I think it was July 24th. Yeah, I think it was almost a unanimous decision. Everybody voted for it. But yeah, they won their union, and it's insane. And me personally, I've worked for a union before, and like the union protections you get. I think you work for a union too, right?
Not in years, not in a long time. I'm in a non-union workspace, unfortunately.
I feel that I am currently as well in a non-union workspace, but it's great. The worker protections are great. They really do like fight for you. There's power in numbers, and I'm glad to see, especially at a company like Blizzard, World of Warcraft. It's such a big name, such a very much like Starbucks can kind of squash stores and close stores and kind of union bust, right? But good to see that they got it done.
And they called it like a wall-to-wall union, which
wall-to-wall, yeah,
or something like that. I think that's what they called it, because it was like, again, across. They didn't just say like we're just going to do this department, that department. It was a wall, just across the board union, which is crazy. Like it's like unheard of. And listen, to be like fair, like nothing's perfect, right? Unions aren't perfect. They have problems that sometimes they cause different problems than they solve. But but for the most part, they protect workers. That's why they're and give people like these actors, these developers, these QA testers, the sound guys, the voice, all these guys, they're giving them protections and some security, because
security for sure.
The entire tech sector has been suffering lately, and the workers are paying a lot of the price. And it's not fair. It's not fair that the people who are bringing you the money are the one who's going to suffer for your mismanagement of funds.
Speak on it. No, they said there was like 60,000 layoffs either this year or last year in like the gaming industry, and then in the
just games.
bigger, and that's just games. the bigger tech world, it's like 100,000 or something. It's big numbers, and none of them are union workers, so there's no protection. So drop of a hat, Mr. Bigwig up at top says we're not making enough money. They just start cutting departments. It's crazy.
Gives himself a fat bonus. Damn the man, SAG-AFTRA. You keep striking. We love you. Keep doing it. Daniel, it's the only way we're going to catch up. I'm really just doing this for selfish reasons. I don't care about any of them. I don't care. I just need to catch up. I can't have another game come out, and I just can't play it because these guys.
We can't fall any further behind. No.
Yeah, I'm far behind. I'm too far behind. There's a new game that I got asked to beta test, and I was like, I can't. I don't have time for this.
Was it Marvel Rivals? Are you playing the open beta test for that?
No.
I'm trying to get in on that. That looks so fun.
Oh, this one's there was this game called Haven. This game called Haven by this thing called like the Game Bakers, and the Game Bakers have a new game. It was announced at that summer. Remember there was that summer event, that summer game event that they had. They announced it there, and they asked me to beta test it. I'm not going to do that. That's crazy. Joan is awful. See, thank you, Steve, for reading.
Joan is
the name
awful.
of that Black Mirror episode was called Joan is Awful, and it's about this woman who's like going through her life, and she turns on Netflix or whatever it's called to watch a show, and the show at the top is Joan is Awful, and it's literally about her and all the terrible things and all this terrible stuff. It was such a great episode. Liza's still playing Diablo 2. Liza. I mean, Diablo 2 is like the Godfather 2 of Diablo games, right? So you can't really fault for that. But look at this. We're setting up gaming sessions right here. Fandom Social. We're doing what we're supposed to do, right?
This is what Fandom Social was about. We're building community. We're bringing people together, and we're having fun talking about it. We're loving what we.
The Fandom Social. See what we did? We took the fandom and we made it social live, and sprinkling in Spider-Man 2.
Ooh, that one's so good. I think Paul and I had that one. I don't know if I had it and lent it to him or he lent it to me, but we just like back and forth for months.
This Spider-Man 2 game, by the way, speaking of I bought the PlayStation 5 Spider-Man 2 version. It's red and it's turning into Venom on one side and it is Venom on the other side. What's wrong with me, people? What's wrong with me? Why am I such a shopaholic? Look at this. I didn't need this. I did not need this. I already had the other one. I got this stupid thing. Can I show you something that came in the mail? Can I show you something that came in the mail? By the way,
please.
This is in addition to Fandom Social. I'm going to do a little mail call Monday. First of all, I got The Last Unicorn 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray. I mean, it's amazing. It came with a poster, a double-sided poster of that. And then this is my Daniel. I don't think you're ready for this.
I don't know.
I'm Just Ken. Official Barbie merchandise. I love that it instead of it said salon and they wrote the extra O in. So yeah.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Yeah. It said salon.
Dude, that's great.
I ordered it at the same time that I ordered the miniature Mojo Dojo Casa House place.
Is that like a little miniature toy set, little dollhouse kind of?
Oh, it's this big. It comes with a Ken that's this big. It comes with a little Ken, and it comes with it just comes with just Ken because anywhere else he'd be a 10. I feel like I need to bring this up. I feel like I need to show it off. And you know what would be amazing is if I got that and put Boo in it. If I put
he'd probably be to scale for a time.
Oh no! Boo. I'm telling you, he'd be a monster. You could take him off the screen. You could take him off the screen. This giant Shelob. I just really want to. I got to show you what this miniature Mojo Dojo Casa House looks like. The packaging alone is amazing because it comes with all of the things. It comes with all the little Ken things. Oh no!
Who makes it? Is it like an Iron Studios thing or
No, it's literally made by and sold by Mattel. They did
Nice.
They did a miniature Barbie house, and they did a miniature Ken Mojo Dojo Casa house. I'm just trying to find a picture I can save to my desktop because everything's a WebP file. Okay, can we just since we're talking about going on strike and all this stuff, I would like to go on strike as a user of the internet because of WebP files.
Hit me with it. Yes. Oh, WebP sucks.
What is happening?
I had to get an extension.
You had to get a what?
I had to get an extension for Chrome for saving assets, for just grabbing pictures and stuff. Because everything was saving as a WebP. It's awful. I don't know if that's just Google Chrome or if it applies to other browsers.
This is all over the place. This is everywhere. They're
part of the Web 3.0 thing, right?
We're talking. So yeah, Steve, we're talking. We are talking miniatures without Autumn. I don't care because Autumn would try to be like, "Oh, you don't know about miniatures. I know everything." Shut up. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear from you. She's not here. This is the me and Daniel show. Daniel, look at this. Look what the Mojo Dojo Casa House comes with. That TV
that is dope.
With the horses on it. It's got the pull-up bars. The only thing it doesn't come with, which was really disappointing, mini fridge. Doesn't come with a mini fridge.
Really? You would think.
It comes with little boxes, not boxes, big, the 600 ounces of protein shake. It comes with protein powder. It comes with the protein powder. It comes with the bed has horses on it. It's got its satellite dish. Behind the guitar, there's a satellite dish.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What is going on? It's got the baseball glove couch. This thing is amazing. I was glad to have bought it. It's miniature, and I actually have it. I have the mini Barbie house and I have the mini Ken house on a shelf with Venom and Carnage, and they're like fighting over who gets to play with which one.
Sick.
Just like Ken and Barbie.
I need to see one set up as like the was it Home Improvement neighbor, right? Where it's like, hey neighbor.
Hey neighbor.
Well, it's not like that. One of them push a lawnmower.
I think we're gonna have to customize that one. So we'll it'll be a little unlicensed version.
Yeah.
Let's see. What do we got? Steve Nara's got 1 through 6 Final Fantasy on the DS. Does your DS still work?
And what kind of DS too? Because like there was the DS, the DSi, the 3DS, the 2DS.
Yeah, which one do you have? I mean, dual screens. That was the flip phone one. That was the one with the Moto Razr. Playing through Final Fantasy games, having trouble with 5 right now. I have trouble with all the Final Fantasy games now.
We need to do an episode on Final Fantasy because I think I was maybe 2 years. No, it was 2 years ago when I found out that none of the Final Fantasy games really like connect. They're all kind of like self-contained. So there's like sequels, right? Like 10
what?
To,
it's almost like a multiverse because they all have the.
Is it?
They're all the same but a little bit different. They all have. Oh my god! I almost called them cocoa buns. Chocobos,
right? The little chicken things.
I can't say it. I don't know. I'm saying they're this big. Meanwhile, they're like the size of like horses. But
true.
Chocobos. They have the cactuars. They cross all the universes. So
okay.
They were already a multiverse before anything else. So they were the original multimedia multiverse. So,
before the big M word multiverse.
Speaking of, how many people I need to know in the audience, because we didn't really talk about it because I was like, I'm not sure how many people have seen Deadpool and the Wolverine or Deadpool and Wolverine.
I just saw it this weekend. We went to go
watch it. I
want
to know in the audience before we have any discussions. I want to know how many people actually saw it because I don't want to talk about that because it's almost like obviously we'll bring Autumn and Paul when we talk about it again. We'll have a deeper conversation, but I want to talk a little bit about it because we it's like this big red and yellow elephant in the room. So I want to know how many people have seen it because
it's a great way to put it. Elephant in the room.
Yeah, it's not a thing. Elephant in the room, or is it a gorilla in the 800-pound gorilla in the chair? I don't know.
I haven't heard that one. Maybe that's
Wayne has not seen it.
Ah, okay.
Steve
Laura saw it first weekend.
Galgano saw it. Laura saw. I saw it opening night. I mean, I ended up. I have 3 of these. 2 of them
Oh,
are
wow.
going to Finland. I got 2. I got 2 of the. Oh, where's the sexy?
That
ball?
doesn't count as scalping, right?
What?
That's still private use.
What? Bringing it to Finland?
Taking it to Finland because you're not flipping it. You're just
No, I'm
you're
not selling
buying
it. No,
for
no.
you.
These are gifts, and I have this
Oof.
sexy one. This sexy
That one's
one.
my favorite so far. The head pool is cool, but can you? You showed me earlier. Can you crack open the top of that?
All right. So, oh, Joni's here. Hi, Joni. So this is the top. How you're not fitting a lot of popcorn in there?
No,
Joni,
no, it's not a whole lot
Joni,
of room there.
Can you type in a Southern accent, Joni? Because these people need to know. So I mean, you can't fit a lot of popcorn here at all. This baby boy, though, you could fit. You could fit.
That one looks so
A lot
deep.
of popcorn in here.
Oof.
Yeah, it's very deep. It's a very deep popcorn bucket. And now, as we're talking about popcorn buckets again, okay, so most people haven't seen. So I'm going to pull up this one thing because we were talking about marketing recently together. I want to talk about this with other people. Have you seen this genius piece of marketing? Where the heck did I put that picture? Where the heck did I put that picture? It was a great picture. It was the greatest picture. It's the best picture. Heinz. Did you see the Heinz ad?
Like the ketchup ad.
The ketchup ad. Have
Heinz
you
ketchup?
seen?
No, I haven't.
Have you seen the ketchup ad? All right. So Heinz did this brilliant thing where they basically stole some of the spotlight from Deadpool and Wolverine. Look at this. This is probably the most brilliant.
It's Heinz.
They did this in multiple locations.
No way.
They did this in multiple locations around the world. They did this. They put up Heinz ads at the same place as a Deadpool Wolverine ad. I mean,
no, that's good. That's smart. It looks like, I don't know, like partner marketing, right? Where they they pair up. I swear, I think I saw the a Housewives ad that was Deadpool and Wolverine. Like the marketing budget on this is nuts.
You know what, Daniel? The marketing budget wasn't crazy. It was $100 million, which is a lot of money. But like a lot of these places,
life-changing amount of money.
Yeah, it's a life-changing amount of money for us. But for Hollywood, they just throw it away, like because there's nothing better to do. It's not like we need to live or have houses or be able to afford food. We need a marketing budget of $350 million. That we need. But most of these movies, these big combo movies, have these massive budgets. This was like 1/3 of some of these budgets, 1/2 of some of these budgets. But Ryan Reynolds' marketing agency is the one who's handling it. So he's like, they're like this, like, instead of spending all this money in traditional, let's just do this weird crap. Let's do weird crap and get everyone talking about this stupid movie.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah. I love you.
I hope that speaks to you from the other side of the room, like the Green Goblin mask.
Oh, absolutely. It just sits there. Honestly, like, since Paul and Autumn are in here and they can't tell me what not to do, so I'm going to use this as a mask. But I can't see through it. There's only so I don't know.
I wonder if Wolverine can see through his.
I can't really Green Goblin it, but oh crap! Look what I found. The packaging. I was just telling you about the packaging.
Oh yeah.
Even the packaging. I'm just Ken, and on the back, look at this. The Ken themselves.
That's dope.
So, but one of the things I want to talk about is because we wanted to like touch a little. We were saying maybe we'll touch a little bit on the MCU. Who knows? Beating that dead horse. Full circle, beating that dead horse. Deadpool and Wolverine, the way that they handled the multiverse, I'm just going to say it right now. I'm going to call it right now and say that they've done it. Like because of what they've done, any multiverse stuff is just going to be all you can do is laugh at it now because of what they did in that movie. They're making everyone else's attempts at the multiverse laughable, except for, of course, Everything Everywhere All at Once, which is perfect in every way.
Oof, yeah, that one was really good. I agree. I think they really they kind of move the bar right? I mean, it's kind of self-referential in the movie that they talk about the multiverse has not had too many hits as of late, and I think this is going to change that. I think that this was like a nice pivot for the MCU, so I hope to see them carry that momentum because this movie's doing crazy numbers right now. So people are out there.
What are the numbers? I haven't actually looked at the numbers.
As of Sunday, it was at 800 something million already. So it's this close to hitting $1 billion, and it's been out for a week.
It's been out for a week, almost hitting $1 billion. I'm not overstating it to say that it was a fantastic film, full of it was fun, it was violent as hell, it was hilarious, had so much heart. I have a friend, Teppo, who's currently on his way to Vietnam or has landed there, I don't know, from Finland. And he sent me this video, and we just both just got waxing emotional about this one video of Hugh Jackman giving this speech during the movie, as Wolverine. And I'm like, this is so much heart in this dumb movie, this silly, ridiculous movie. They still managed to put so much heart into it.
I agree. Yeah, no, it had emotional stings, and for me, I loved Deadpool 1 just because it was right out of the gate. It set the tone. It was great. 2 wasn't too big on. I think I've seen it maybe twice, but
so funny.
It was just funny. It was watchable, but not my favorite.
I think it's funny because for me, the emotional level went up a notch in that movie.
Yeah, I feel that, but I feel like this one just kind of blew the other two out of the water.
Yeah, it's honestly, it's not even they're not even in the same league. They're not even the same. They're not even playing the same sport, and that's why it hurts twice as hard to see what the MCU plans on doing with their future.
Yeah, I agree. Because I feel like now everything's going to be either derivative or just kind of rehashed, recycled. Look at the casting choices. They're at this point they're quite literally going back to square one.
Yeah, I don't want to keep beating that to death, but the whole "you're going to be doing this till you're 90" joke. And sorry if this is. I'm not trying not to give any plot spoilers away, but for everyone who wants to watch the movie, oh, that's a good point, Steve. Yes, because DJ Miller's an automatic improvement. He is terrible. He was always terrible. I never found him amusing. He was my least favorite part of Silicon Valley. I thought he was the most unlikable one, and no one in that show is likable. But it's going to be hard to watch everything because it's literally they just made this movie ridiculing all of these moves, and then you're still going to make them and want to be taken seriously.
And they're going to hope for success. They're going to hope that people aren't watching them ironically or satirically. They genuinely, wholeheartedly are playing into the jokes that Deadpool and Wolverine just made.
I feel like I've heard 3 people say that they're excited. Out of everyone I know, I've had 3 people say that they're excited, and and one of those people I've literally said, if they had a crossover and Venom took over, Darth Vader, you'd love it. You'd think it was the greatest movie ever. He's like, that would be awesome. I was like, yeah, exactly. You have the worst taste. I will never take your opinion seriously. Love you, Johnny.
Oh, not the call out.
Watching.
No, this is a call out show. You've let him no.
I'm letting him know. Just like I'm gonna let Paul know. Paul, no one wants you here. We're done with you. We've officially replaced you with
We're the captains now.
Talking head. That's it. We are the captains now. You are done. No autumn.
Surely we can paint some gray hair on him, right?
Yeah. See,
perfect.
Paul, I have so much gray hair. I'll give him some of mine. All right. Well, since we're wrapping up, we're rounding down the show. Let's do that thing. Do you, off the top of your head, can you think of anything? What is it? Are you sick and tired of your dumb family? Here's some stuff that's more entertaining than them. Do you have anything off the top of your head that you can think of that you would recommend doing other than that?
That I would recommend doing other than that. Yes. So my partner, we just started watching. I think it's called. Hang on. I don't want to mess up the name, but it's Is it Dungeon Meshi or it's? Hang on.
Well, you're thinking of that. I'm gonna recommend right off the top that anime Suicide Squad that's on HBO Max.
I just saw that pop up. Okay.
and the new Batman on Amazon. I think there's only one episode up there, but the new Batman animated show on Amazon.
Ooh. Is that?
Here you go. Cape Crusader.
Crusader. Okay, yeah. I've been hearing some buzz.
Steve is reading my mind. So I'm saying Suicide Squad anime on HBO Max, Batman Cape Crusader. Maybe read a book. I don't know. Joni sending me a book. The full season is out. Oh, I only saw one episode up when I was looking. So I was probably looking at it on the preview. I didn't get to watch the whole show. I just watched the one episode. So there you go. The season is up. Oh, Dwayne likes it. Steve is saying good things about it. Think of how much money they'll save not buying conditioner. Oh, I guess it's a Paul joke. All right, save money. Save money on pomade.
Hey, Garnier, what is it? Garnier, Head and Shoulders, L'Oreal. We'll take our sponsorships where we can get them.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I found it. So it's called Delicious in Dungeon, and we've been watching it on Netflix. It's the English dub, but it's a manga, and it's very like Dungeons and Dragons. Like it's an adventuring party going through like a dungeon, and it's a ton of like Studio Ghibli like cooking footage, right? So it's like they're cooking the monsters that they kill in the dungeon. It's
oh my god,
so good. I highly recommend.
So it's like Dungeons and Dragons meets like Top Chef.
Yeah, kind of. And it's very like it's soothing, right? Because like a lot of the narration's like the recipe. It's like first, cut up the whatever cave crab or something, whatever they kill that week. It's real good, real charming. It's very fun. No low stakes,
Yeah.
If there's one thing I can't stand, it's a show where it's like, if we don't do this, it's the end of the world.
Oh yeah. Oh. That's why I like something like Scavenger's Reign. Scavenger's Reign is just super intense all the time, always. But also sometimes you need that break. But yeah, Liza has definitely mentioned Delicious in the Dungeons before. She also, if anyone else has any recommendations, because I've given mine, and it seems like everyone already saw the ones that I recommended, or at least the Batman Cape Crusader, and they saw more than me. So I'm apparently the big loser who hasn't watched it all. If anyone has any other recommendations, those are mine. But and also,
I think we've harped on it quite a bit. But Apple Plus has some really good shows out, and we just signed up. So we're trying to, now we've got an Apple Plus backlog. So we're trying to hit Severance, Foundation, Silo, Monarch. Monarch looked really good.
What's it? There's another one on that thing. Well, Foundation's really heavy. Foundation's very, very so heavy. But Silo's coming back with the second season, right?
I believe so. Yeah, because it won Emmys. So I think it won Emmys. It won something.
I saw a teaser for it. There was so much stuff come out of Comic-Con, by the way, but everyone was drowned out by the Robert Downey Jr.'s disaster news. That I don't think anyone remembers half the stuff. Oh, so Dwayne is saying Monarch is fun. Okay, there you go.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And Kurt Russell and Wyatt Russell are both in it. I think they're playing the same person. I only watched one episode or maybe two.
Okay.
I have a problem when they have like giant monster dentists. Like that really bothered me about Godzilla versus Kong. Like the fact that there's a giant monster dentist, it like really colors my desire to watch anything in that universe.
Yeah,
like, really, I need a dentist.
Yeah.
Oh, season 2 of Monarch. All right, there we go. So we're getting some season 2.
See, and I love waiting for a show to come out with all the episodes so that I can go back and just binge. Right. I think it's my ADD. I have trouble keeping up with a week-to-week release.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's why I waited for The Bear to come out. All 3 seasons are done. Now I can finally start binging that. I got 5 episodes in, so I got
okay. See, I'm catching up. We'll get there. We gotta do like a review show or something. Something with like the premiere TV, because House of Dragons just finished, and
and they're only doing They're only doing 4 seasons. I heard.
Yeah, I think they just came out.
This is a new show, and we're thinking about new news that we didn't even bring up.
They confirmed they're ending at season 4,
which is amazing because you think about how all of these, how Game of Thrones just kept beating that horse until like squeezing every last drop, and now this one they're like, yeah, we're not doing that again.
Yeah. I haven't read the book, but I hear that there's a lot of changes from like the show to the book, or vice versa. So I don't know. I'm excited to see what they do with it. There's a book. This is all based off a book.
He had time to write all these other books, but he still didn't finish the other books.
Yeah, that's the gag of it all is that
He wrote 4
Fire
seasons
and
of a
Blood.
prequel.
Yeah.
He wrote 4 seasons of a prequel, and he still hasn't written the rest of this original series that he's supposed to do.
Yeah.
What
And
the
that's why
heck
people
is going
hate
on?
George R. Martin.
What is going on? I never thought about this, but I hate him because he's just very creepy. He just constantly wants to have like
Ooh,
he just wants all the naked women around. That's really all it's about.
It's a lot of
That's all
that.
he wants. You're like, I'm just gonna come to the set real quick and I'm gonna check out all. I don't know if this prostitute's dressed the right way. You know where he was at Comic-Con. He was not at San Diego Comic-Con. He heard about this thing. Someone gave him the heads up.
He got the heads
I'm
up.
spreading rumors. Is that libel? I'm just making a joke. That's humor. That's the you can't get me for internet libel. It's just a joke, satire, or all the words. I'm sweating because I think like I'm gonna get sued now.
We're gonna get hit with a cease and
Reminds
desist.
me of the song George R. R. Martin, right? Like the Wind by Paul and what? That's a bunch of words. Are you voice to texting? I think you're voice to text. And I think our voices are coming through the voice to text. Okay, so Dwayne with the big backlog. All right, so back to games. Anyways, let's wrap this up. It's 10 o'clock for me. It's nice and early 7 o'clock dinner time for you. But listen, everyone, if you have not yet liked, subscribed, hit the notification bell, leaving your comments, leave comments after the show. Tell us, I want lists of shows that we need to watch if we haven't mentioned it. I want you to wrong answers only. Tell me the top 5 jokes in Deadpool and Wolverine. I want you to give me your favorite video game motion capture artist that is currently on strike. No, you have to go that detailed. And books. I want book recommendations. So please also join the Facebook group, Fandom Socialites. Come hang out with us there. Post more things there. I want to know. I need more book recommendations because I'm not reading enough books. Like I said, Joni's going to send me this book about the South. We're trading. She's sending me a book about the South. I'm sending her a book about Florida, which is technically the South, but it's really its own thing. That's why Grand Theft Auto is making an entire game based on it. It's its own animal. So we'll check that out. But yeah, other than that, what's our slogan? Because I don't hang with it. I think
it was live, laugh, like what you love, love what you like, and be nice about it.
Don't be a jerk about it. Which I'm literally incapable of doing. I'm literally incapable of being a jerk. So good night, everybody. See you next Monday. Next Monday.
Next Monday at 6.
Same spider time. Same Costa Rican tiger rumped tarantula later hour and time and channel. It's the Costa Rican tiger rumped tarantula. So,
I guarantee you, anytime I feel something going to brush up against my leg from like a week from now, I'm going to think it's that.
It's going to be that.
Jump.
All right. Goodbye, everybody.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Hide your spideys. Crawl me.